Welcome back to the channel. I am the Pumpkinator. I see you guys wanted to see more of Revenge of Wonderland, so I decided to make another video for you guys. Because this storyline has a couple more comments than the other ones, I'm extremely excited to see what happens next. If you haven't seen the last one, check out over there, or maybe even up there. Who knows? Depends if I'm feeling confident in the moment. But I'm ready to dive into this comic if you guys are, because we love the plot. Yeah. So without any more of me yapping, let's dive right into issue 2 of Revenge of Wonderland. The issue picks back up where the last one ended, with Marie on the floor and the cool mirror lady who's like, "What's up, dog?" Marie asks who she is, and she says, "I am the Duchess, and I've been watching you for quite some time." But Marie says she doesn't understand. She asks, "Is this real? Is this really happening?" And the Duchess says, "Oh, trust me, my sweet child, it's very much happening. Now come along, you have so many questions and all the answers await on the other side." Will it hurt? Not even a little, my darling. They enter this cool looking mirror dimension where Marie finds that she's by herself. She asks if there's anyone there, and the Duchess calls out to her saying, "Over here, little one. Don't be afraid. This silence and emptiness can take a bit to getting used to. Once, this was filled with beings and creatures of wonder for as far as the mind could dream. A never-ending cascade of all things imaginable. Like you said, a world where everything is beautiful and nothing hurts. But such things were not meant to last. And as with all perfect dreams, it had to come to an end." We see some purple magic wrap around Marie, and it changes her fit. She says, "This is it, isn't it? This is Dreamland. It has had many names. Names as endless as time himself. But no name but Wonderland suits it best." Marie says, "Wonderland. I knew it! I knew all the stories she wrote were real." Indeed they were. Slightly embellished and a tad over dramatic for my taste, but true nonetheless. Marie asks, if this is Wonderland, where is everything? And the Duchess says, "Yes, it has been lonely for more than a short while, but this is a story for another day. For now, let's talk about beginnings. More specifically, your beginning." "Me?" "Yes, you. We have such wonderful plans for you. You see, this place needs you. You and your kind." "My kind?" "The dreamers, the innocent and the pure, the lost and the broken. Those of infinite perfect goodness and those filled with an evil diabolical miseries." She pulls out a necklace. Marie asks her where that is, and she's like, "None of your business." But shh. Shut the fuck up, bro. I said it ain't your business. The time for questions is over. Now is the time for us to begin again. Now it is your time to become. But before you can embrace the new magical you, we will have to make a few more changes. Suddenly the Duchess puts a spell on Marie and her mouth starts to fuse together. The Duchess says, "Children are meant to be seen, not heard." And when her eyes and mouth are fully fused, she says, "Look at her, darlings. Isn't she beautiful? Wonderland perfect." As more faceless people come, she says, "Come, my pets. Gather round and meet the new member of the family." She says, "In a pack of those I hold dear to my heart, the diamond in my eyes, and one must call a spade, welcome to the club." Okay, that was dumb. That's so... Join the club? That's so dumb, dog. Oh my gosh. Anyway, we then cut to Violet and Calie sleeping in their rooms until Calie suddenly wakes up, and her first instinct is to call Violet. The phone starts to ring, which wakes up Violet. He's like, "Nah, I ain't picking that up. I'm playing with my doggy." And when the call gets rejected, Violet's like, "Well, I'm up now. Might as well see if I got any hits." Turns out Violet's been searching for alerts about giant purple cats, weird murders, and weird mirror-related disappearances. She finds out about Butterfly Daycare and found out that the owner, teacher, and all of its students have gone missing without a trace. And the cops are absolutely stumped on this one. Yeah, I don't think that there's a magic division for the police department. Am I right, guys? I hate it. Oh! Butterflies. That's a bit on the nose, don't you think? But Wonderland isn't known for being subtle. San Diego, California. I think it's time for us to take a little road trip. But first things first, let me get the blicky. So we then see that Violet took her pupper to her friend's house, who's going to be watching them while she's away. We then see her driving in sunny San Diego, where she's on the phone with Benny. She tells him that she's not going to be in work for the next 2 days, and asks if he's going to be good. He says, "I good. You good?" "So good, in all the right ways." "What you always do with making dirty talk." And she's like, "Oh, I love you too, Uncle Benny. Call if you need anything." She arrives at the daycare and steps over the caution tape. She picks the lock and breaks into the daycare, and she searches the place and says, there's nothing here. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe Mom was right. Maybe after all these years, I'm still looking for an excuse to blame Wonderland for anything that lets me off the hook of having to live a normal life. Seeing Cheshire, Hatter, and monsters where there are none. Or maybe I was right all along. She says it's back, as we see Did You Miss Me on the toy blocks. Dude, you're trying to tell me they tore all those kids apart, dog? Why? Why? They was learning the ABCs. We then cut to Calie and some really loud banging just woke her up. She opens the door and is like, God, what was her voice before? Was it just my normal voice? But if it was my normal voice, and I also used Violet as my normal voice, I guess she sounds like this now. Fuck! Violet? What are you doing here so early? It's almost 5. She walks in and says it's happening again. Just like I told you it would. And Callie's like, bro, it's way too early for this shit, dog. Violet says, it's not like the other times, Mom. Mom? No wonder why this lady's been calling you like nonstop, bro. That's your mama. Answer your mama. I should call my mom more often. Anyway, she continues to say, I swear, look for yourself. A whole daycare just up and vanished without a trace. Violet, people vanish and disappear every single day. That doesn't mean it's Wonderland. I was there, Mom. I went to the daycare. At first it was fine, but then I saw what you wanted to see. Just like last time, and the time before that, and the time before that. Can't be bothered with answering or returning my calls, but the second you think you saw something under your bed, here you are. It's not like that. Oh, it isn't? When are you gonna grow up, Violet? It's over. The bad place, it's gone. We won. It's time to move on. Is that what you're doing? That's exactly what I'm doing. And exactly what you should be doing too. You could have gone to college. You could have made something of yourself. But instead of that, what did you do? You're running some grease monkey shop, wasting your life playing video games all night. And searching for big bad Wonderlands that isn't even there. And the booze and pills are a part of moving on? You're sitting here lecturing me while you're burying your head in the sand, drinking yourself into oblivion, running away from the slightest chance that the place is still out there. And it's still coming for us, whether you like it or not. And you can write all the books you want and drink yourself away until there's nothing left. Just so you can play in this make-believe world where what we went through was some bad dream. But guess what? It happened. It all happened. I know it did. I don't need you to tell me. Then wake the fuck up, bro. As Calie yearns for that sweet alcohol, a magic bunny appears next to her. Says, go ahead, Calie. Take a drink. It's just you and me now. She's like, bro, that shit ain't real. And when she looks again, the bunny is gone. She's like, damn. I'm getting hammered. We cut to Violet outside and she runs to her car. When she gets inside, she screams her entire heart out. After she gets that out of her system, she looks into her rearview mirror and she sees a faceless little girl. She grabs her gun immediately. I mean, that's like a little girl, but like, pop off, dog. She grabs her gun and says, I got you now, motherfucker. Hey, look, there's Marie. Car starts to fill up with the faceless goons. She tries to get out of the car and calls out to her mom, but they pull her back in. They slam the door and the car falls silent. We then cut back to Calie and she's like, what am I doing? And throws her glass on the ground. I mean, yeah, like I get it, but that's also like a bit dramatic, don't you think? Like, you gotta clean that up now. She runs out to Violet's car, and when she opens the door, she sees that she's not there. But what is there is a Queen of Hearts card. Calie says it can't be. She walks back into her house and unlocks a wardrobe. She says, I should have listened to you, Violet. As we see some kinky ass shit. I don't know what that is. She cuts the tape off and says, I'm listening now. When she takes the stuff off, it reveals a mirror. She says, I'm coming, Violet, and touches the mirror. But something's off because she says, what the hell, when she touches the mirror. She says, open, damn it. You wanted me back and now I'm back. So let me in. But then she hears a voice say, because, Calie, you're too late. Much too late. Before you had untapped power. Before you had will and discipline. Now you're broken. A mere shadow of yourself. A shattered soul left alone to pick up the pieces of wasted life. No more walking through the looking glass. No more trips down the rabbit hole. This time, if you want to get to Wonderland, you're gonna have to do it on your own. She says, all on my own. Fine. Ready or not, here I come. Ooh, this last page goes hard as hell too. I love cosmic stuff like that. I just know for a fact though, if I would ever be on those stairs, I'm falling off. I am too clumsy for shit like that. And that is where the issue ends. And I gotta say, I don't feel bad for Marie. I sure don't. I'm like, okay. Like, even when I was a kid and I read Alice in Wonderland, and then even when the movies came out, I was like, I don't think I would want to go there. This place seems kind of scary, right? I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Actually, you know, I think it is scary because she proved my point by becoming a doll zombie thing. I don't know. But that's just my 2 cents on the comics. But I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments down below. I would love it if you guys got this video to 70 likes. That'd be nice. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any more pumptastic content. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you tell your family that you love them. Bye-bye now.